Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Friday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. And folks, I got to address the elephant in the room. Take a look at America's Mattress Live Tower Cam and this absolutely absurd sunrise we are seeing behind me right now. This is just breathtaking. It's going to be a great day ahead for the Grand Valley. You can expect some incredibly warm temperatures as we head into Memorial Day weekend and some pretty clear conditions as well, all things considered. We're hitting the 90s officially for today, so get ready for some incredibly warm temperatures as we head into your Memorial Day weekend ahead. We've got some fire weather also abound and even some red flag warnings to talk about, and we'll get to that in just a second. Right now, though, you're waking up to 62 degrees in Grand Junction. Montrose seeing those upper 50s with Paonia and Delta in the low 50s. Nucleus splitting the difference in those mid 50s, and then Moab over there seeing very similar conditions to Grand Junction in those low 60s. Now, we're seeing some red flag warnings issued right now for Mesa County and some surrounding regions. Now, yesterday, we were seeing that happening in Grand County over in Utah, and it started to expand outwards this way. However, not expected to continue after tonight as of right now. So that's set to expire tonight at 8 p.m. Just keep this in mind and be fire weather aware, folks, because with Memorial Day weekend around, there's definitely a lot of potential to spark up some fires. For that bus stop forecast, getting those kiddos out the door to 66 degrees this morning. Mostly clear skies and very little wind speeds to talk about here, but as we head into the afternoon, those wind speeds are going to kind of start to pick up a little bit, but just some breezy conditions. No real gusty outflow winds to speak of today. But we can't talk about those 90s because it's headed our way around 3 o'clock today, 80s around 11 a.m. It's going to be a warm one today, folks. Make sure you bust out those shorts and maybe get some sunscreen because we're starting to increase in temperature pretty early on in the day, where 10 in the morning, you're seeing nearly 70 degrees. Some clear skies happening specifically afternoon as well here. So temperatures for today, you're seeing those above average conditions starting to push over to the other side of the mountains with this widespread colder air system starting to continually push a little bit further back west to maybe cool down some regions, but definitely not here. As we head into tomorrow, that pocket of warm air pushes into the southern region, and by the time Sunday's happening, we've got another pocket of warmer air happening to the Pacific Northwest here. For that dog walking forecast, we've had Java hanging out with us here all week long, and it's been an absolute pleasure. We can have some beautiful conditions to take your dog out for a walk. Take a look at this. 60s at 7 a.m., pushing into the 70s just 2 hours later, and then 2 hours after that into the 80s. So if you do want to take your dog out for a walk, I would recommend doing it earlier rather than later because things are really going to start to heat up for those dogs' paws on that cement here. For that pollen outlook, trees going to be the main concern for your allergies, with mold and grasses also sitting in that low category right now. So things could be feeling a little bit stuffy. Taking a look ahead, though, for that future cast, you're going to start seeing a couple pockets of moisture happening specifically to the eastern plains of Colorado, and then a little bit of cloud coverage as well, keeping things nice and dry over here. You can see down by Denver, going to be seeing a little pocket of moisture while the valley stays nice and clear over there. A little bit developing, however, as we head into Sunday's overnight. Looking ahead, though, at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, mostly clear conditions with 90-degree highs for the day. It's going to be a scorcher Western Slope, and then, of course, Memorial Day on Monday. Be ready for that. Montrose slightly cooler with the same idea, seeing the low 80s for the peak temperature for the next little while, but all in all, it's definitely going to be a warm Memorial Day weekend.